Okay, so it's about the time that we begin with our session. I would like to introduce and welcome our guests from the University of New England, Australia. We have Miss Jennifer Russell with us. So Miss Jennifer is the International Recruitment Officer from Subcontinent for the University of New England. So welcome, Jennifer.
Thank you. Thank you for having me here today and again holding a webinar featuring the University of New England.
Our pleasure. So Miss Jennifer, if you're ready, over to you. Yeah.
Sure. So I'll just do a quick presentation for everyone today. Can you give me co-host rights?
Oh yeah, sure. Just a minute.
That's all right. I'll do a quick presentation. I'll just go through some general information about the university, our scholarships, our entry requirements, and then I'll talk about 4 particular courses that we have in IT, computer science, data science, for those that are interested.
Yeah, just a minute. The internet is a bit slow here.
Okay, so my presentation starts with a video, and that video is it's a walkthrough of our campus, our Armidale campus. So Armidale is where our main campus is located. It does take a little time to load. There we go. Okay, so the University of New England is located in regional New South Wales, in the city of Armidale. If you're looking at the map, Armidale is located, it's about halfway between Sydney and Brisbane. So it's a 6-hour drive north of Sydney. It's a 4-hour drive south of Brisbane. We have return flights daily from the Sydney airport. So students coming into Australia, it's easier to get to Armidale if you come into the Sydney airport and you can fly up from there. The train also operates daily from Sydney to Armidale, and there's also bus services. Now, the city of Armidale is quite a small city. Now, Armidale's my hometown. I've lived here my whole life, so I'm quite used to how small it is. But for some students coming from big cities, they experience a little bit of culture shock when they first come here. Our total population is only 32,000, but we are very much a community-based city. So students coming in, living in the town or studying at the university can really become a part of the local community here. Our city welcomes our international students and celebrates them through a number of different events that they have independent from the university, celebrating the diversity that we have here in Armidale. It is a very multicultural town, and we do have quite a large number of Nepalese families that have made Armidale their home. Armidale is definitely a city of 4 seasons. So students commencing in trimester 1 will be coming in summer. Students commencing in trimester 2 will be coming in winter. So there's quite a difference in temperature. Some key selling points about Armidale: there's a low cost of living here. It's a safe and friendly environment. There are employment opportunities here. They are limited compared to the bigger cities, but there are casual and part-time employment opportunities here in Armidale. And what I like best about international students studying in Armidale, they get that genuine Australian study experience here. Now, the University of New England, it's a regional university. So one of the benefits of studying at a regional university, in particular at the Armidale campus, is that you'll be eligible for an additional 2 years post-study work rights. So that means you get your normal 2 years post-study work rights, and you'll get an additional 2 years on top of that. Now, we're a medium-sized university. So we have about 22,000 students in total studying at UNE, but the majority of those students are actually online. They're distance education students. So we have around 4,500 students on campus, and somewhere between 1,000 to 1,300 international students at any given time. Being a medium-sized university, we can provide better support systems for our international students. Because we have smaller numbers of international students, we're able to really help our international students achieve their academic goals. We have an international services team, we have first-year advisors, and again, because we have smaller international numbers, we really do notice when our students need that assistance, and we put that in place for them. Now, Armidale is our main campus. That's where all of our faculties are located, all of our facilities are, our accommodation. We do have UNE Sydney as well. That's a study centre in Sydney. And international students can study some of our degrees at UNE Sydney. In particular, the Master of Information Technology is available at UNE Sydney. So UNE Sydney is located in Parramatta. There's support services there. They do an international orientation for the students that commence down there, so they do get to meet all the other international students starting in their cohort. They run the academic skills workshops, and the students can come and access those facilities when they need to. At the Armidale campus, we do have on-campus accommodation. There are 7 colleges to choose from, and the prices range from $150 up to $340 per week. Now, the prices will depend on the college they choose, the style of living, whether it's independent or it's a shared unit, the length of the contract as well, and whether or not students choose a self-catered college or one where meal packages can be purchased. Now, obviously, living on campus has its benefits. One, there'll be the social side, so they'll get to live and socialize with their classmates. The utilities are included in the accommodation prices. And also, I think for younger students, I think it's important to get that full immersive on-campus experience when they first go to university to study a bachelor's degree. I think it's important for younger students to get that full experience. Now, it is only available for single students. So for our mature students or our married students or students with children or family, they will have to stay off campus. But we do have plenty of off-campus accommodation options available in Armidale. And they can range from, there's private student accommodation in the city centre, there's flats and houses through real estates or private rentals, and then there's share houses. So students can live in a share house and share the expenses of that accommodation. Our scholarships at UNE, for 2023, we will again have the 30% international bursary. So this is a bursary that is for students studying undergraduate or postgraduate coursework programs. And what it is, it's a 30% fee reduction for the duration of the course. Now, students don't need to apply for that separately. If students meet the academic entry requirements and the other requirements for the scholarship, then they'll be eligible to receive that 30% bursary. We still have the accommodation scholarship, and for 2023, it will be a $4,000 scholarship for accommodation in trimester 1 and in trimester 2 at the Armidale campus. Now, this means the students will still need to pay $1,500 themselves, but it's quite a savings and it's quite an affordable accommodation option for students studying at the Armidale campus. Students can get the 30% bursary and the accommodation scholarship combined. So that is a very affordable first year of study at the Armidale campus. Now, UNE has 2 requirements for admission. We have our academic entry requirements, and then we have our English language requirements. So both of those requirements need to be satisfied in order to qualify for admission. Now, for academic, if you're coming into a bachelor's program, we do accept the NEB, UHEC, and the PCL. And for students coming into a postgraduate program, a master's program, we accept the 4-year bachelor. Now, for English language, we accept IELTS, PTE, TOEFL, and we also have an English language centre at the Armidale campus where we can offer an EAP, an English for Academic program package if you don't quite meet the minimum English language requirements. So we have that option, but those are the 2 requirements that you must meet in order to gain admission into courses. Now, our English language requirements can vary depending on the program. We do have minimum English language requirements, but some of our courses do have higher requirements. So for the specifics for those 2, academic and English language, please talk to your counsellor at VIC Nepal, and they will guide you through those requirements. Okay. So that's for general information. Now I'm going to talk about a couple of the key courses. Because we're focusing on IT and computer science today, I'm going to talk about the 4 courses that we have available at UNE. Now, the first one is the Bachelor of Computer Science. This is a 3-year bachelor program. It's only available at our Armidale campus. And students will need to have studied mathematics in year 12. So some of our bachelor's programs require that you study particular subjects. And this one, you will need to have studied mathematics at the year 12 level. Now, this program is accredited with the Australian Computer Society, and that's a global accreditation through the Solar Accord. So it's recognised in other countries. Now, under the Bachelor of Computer Science, there are 2 majors that you can choose from. So you can study data science or you can study software development. So the data science major will focus on statistical modelling, statistical analysis, and go into that data analytics area. And software development is obviously focusing on developing programs and software. Now, you can do both majors. You can combine those majors and you can do the 2 majors. If you only choose one major, then the rest of your program will be made up of listed and elective units. So you've got a choice of units that you can study. Now, your English language requirements for the Bachelor of Computer Science will be the minimum. So it's an IELTS of 6 overall, no subband less than 5.5, PTEs 57 with no skill less than 50. There are 2 intakes for this program each year, trimester 1, which is February, and trimester 2, which is June. And the annual tuition fees are $31,600. Now, that's the tuition fee before the 30% bursary is applied. So that will be reduced by 30% if you commence in 2023. Now, there's a number of different career opportunities from studying a Bachelor of Computer Science. Obviously, computer science, IT, those qualifications are highly sought after in a number of different areas. But specifically for computer scientists, you can be a software designer, web developer, a consultant, a database administrator, systems analyst, multimedia programmer. So the possibilities are huge for your career options once you finish a Bachelor of Computer Science. Now, that's our only undergraduate straight computer science program. We don't have a Bachelor of IT, we just have the Bachelor of Computer Science. Next, we have the Master of Information Technology. Now, the Master of Information Technology is a 2-year coursework master's. Again, this program is accredited with the Australian Computer Society. So through the Solar Accord, that's a global accreditation and it's recognised in other countries. Now, this program is available at Armidale and Sydney. So you've got the choice between your regional location, or if you want to study this in Sydney, you can study it at the Sydney campus. Students also have the opportunity to undertake a software development project as part of this course, which gives them that experience in software development and design and implementation. English requirements are the minimum. So 6 overall for your IELTS, no subband less than 5.5. Your PTEs, 57 with no skill less than 50. There's 2 intakes at both campuses. So 2 intakes for Armidale, 2 intakes for Sydney, trimester 1 and trimester 2. And annual tuition fees are $31,600. Again, that's before the 30% bursary. So that can be reduced by 30%. Now, for the Master of Information Technology, you can come into this program with a non-relevant background. So if you've been working in the IT industry and you want to upskill, you can come into the Master of Information Technology if you don't have a bachelor in IT. So there is that option available. Again, career opportunities, programming, web development, software engineering, system designs, applications development. There are a number of different areas where you can apply a degree in information technology. Then we have the Master of Data Science. So the Master of Data Science, again, it's a 2-year coursework master's. It is also accredited with the Australian Computer Society, leading to that global recognition. It is only available at the Armidale campus. So you've got the regional location for this one. And data science is one of the fastest growing, in-demand professions that exists at the moment. Data analysts and data for all companies, whether it's small, medium or large, companies rely on data these days to grow and develop and to sell whatever business they're in. They need that data. So data analysts are very important and they're very key to a lot of industries these days because people rely on that analysis and analytics that is coming from the data scientists. Now, again, this has got 2 intakes, trimester 1 and trimester 2. The English language requirements are the minimum, 6 overall, no subband less than 5.5. Your PTE is 57, no skill less than 50. Now, this course, as it is a Master of Data Science, it'll be focusing on statistical modelling, statistical analysis. So less on the programming, more on that statistical modelling and analytics. Your career opportunities, you could be a data scientist, business analyst, data engineer, data strategist, bioinformatics analyst. So there's a lot of specific niche areas, but there's also a lot of different companies, corporations, businesses that can be applied to in this day and age. So it's a very relevant skill. It's a very relevant profession, and it's a great degree to get. Annual tuition fees, $31,600. Again, that is before the 30% bursary is applied. So that will be reduced by 30%. And I think I said there's 2 intakes, trimester 1 and trimester 2. And the Master of Computer Science. So this is our higher level IT degree, I guess you would say. Students need to have a relevant background to come into this program. So it could be computer science, data science, IT, mathematics, statistics, not limited to those, but it has to be a relevant discipline to come into the Master of Computer Science. This one's only available at the Armidale campus, and it has a PhD pathway. So it is a 2-year coursework master's, but students are able to undertake computer science thesis, and that's a research project, and that will then enable them to go on and do a PhD once they finish their master's. That is an option. They can do the information technology project, or they can do the thesis. Again, the English language requirements are the minimum. So IELTS 6 overall, no sub-band less than 5.5, your PT is 57, no skill less than 50. This course is only available at the Armidale campus. It has the 2 intakes, trimester 1 and trimester 2 each year. And your tuition fees, again, are $31,600, and that is before the 30% bursary. Career opportunities, you can be a research team leader, software developer, IT project manager, software architect, systems analyst. So again, a number of different career outcomes from studying this degree in a number of different areas or occupations and specific corporations and companies that it can be applied to. So whether you're studying IT, data science, or computer science, the outcomes for all of these programs are all sought after in a number of different professions and areas and companies out there. They're very relevant. It's a very relevant skill set to have. Obviously, it's ever growing and it's changing, and it's just it's something that will be invaluable. If you study IT or computer science, you'll be ahead, straight away, because they are such sought after and valuable skills to have in this day and age. So that's my presentation. So I'll leave some time for Q&A. So we can go over any of the specifics, or if anyone has any general questions, please feel free to ask.
Yeah, thank you, Jennifer. So now I would like to request the students to type any questions they have in the chat box, or if you wish to directly ask her, that would be great as well.
Hello, ma'am.
Hi, how are you? Can you hear me okay? Or...
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Hello, good afternoon, ma'am. I'm planning to study Master of Information Technology in UNE, right? So I have previous visa refusal to Southern Cross University in 2019. So I have heard that the recent rules that Federal Directional 69.
Is that the request for additional information?
Yeah, am I still eligible to study my intended program at UNE?
Look, we don't say no. We'll have a look at the whole case. We'll have a look at your whole profile. We'll see what happened in 2019, and then we'll assess that, and then we'll make a decision based on your whole profile now as it is.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Yeah, students, if you have any further questions, you can also visit our office so that our counselors can guide you regarding the visa process and other things. Yeah, we have a question here by Sundays. Can I do diploma in information and technology in the university?
I'm just going to see if it's still available. We've got, sometimes some of our courses are not available to international students. We do have a 1-year diploma in information technology. It is only available online. So if you wanted to study the 1-year diploma, you would be studying that in Nepal as an online external student.
Yeah, any other questions you would like to ask? Well, if no one has any question, then...
I think there's one more question coming in the chat.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, sure. You may take your time to type.
If you have any specific questions about your academic profile, please go and see the counsellors at the office at VIC Nepal. They'll be able to go through your profile with you and let you know if you meet our requirements. You need to have a test score. So you need to submit some test score if you don't meet our English language requirements with your IELTS or PTE. We can offer a 10-week English package, and that's the maximum. But you will need to submit some test score to begin with so that we can assess what you do need. Does anyone have any other questions?
Yeah, please raise your hand, or you may take your time to type your question as well. We'll wait for a few more minutes. If not, then probably we shall conclude now. All right, Stawan, do you have any more questions? I think you just unmuted yourself.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Hi, how are you?
I have a question.
Yep, sure.
Can I go without IELTS or PT English test?
No, you'll need to submit some test score. Now, if you don't meet the requirements by your test score, we can offer you an English language package. So you can study 10 weeks of English to meet the minimum English language requirements, but you would need to submit a test for us to assess that in the first place. So you have to have some kind of English language. You have to meet our English language requirements in one way or another. Yeah. Have you done your IELTS or a PTE at all?
No, ma'am. I'm just passing 2022 September.
Okay. Yeah, so you'll need to sit for your IELTS or your PTE, and then you can go from there. So once you get your score, then we can work out whether you meet it straight away or whether you may need an English language package.
IELTS or PT is necessary.
It is, yeah.
So thank you for the informations. I will try to manage it, and my IELTS or PT is completed. Then I will call you.
Yep, talk to the counsellors at VIC NEPAL. They'll be able to help you with your application when you're ready to submit it.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for the informations.
Nice to talk to you. Sandesh, if you're wanting to study the Bachelor of Computer Science, then yes, you need to have studied mathematics in Year 12. Without it, it would be too hard to go into the first year of computer science, because they do have maths units and they're above the Year 12 level. So if you haven't studied maths in Year 12, you won't be eligible to apply for a Bachelor of Computer Science.
Yeah, any more questions?
You're welcome, Sandesh.
All right, if there are no more questions, then we shall conclude now.
Okay. Thank you, everybody, for attending. I hope you got some useful information about our courses, about UNE. And again, please go and see the counsellors at VIC NEPAL. They will be able to help you. They'll guide you through your application process, and they'll be able to submit an application to us on your behalf.
Yeah, so I guess it's time to wrap up as well. Yeah, thank you so much, Miss Jennifer. It was a very informative session indeed, again. And thank you so much to all the students for participating. We hope you got to learn and understand in detail about the course. And if you're interested in applying or just learning more about the course you're interested in, you may visit us or call us. Our counselors will be guiding you throughout your journey. And I'll just leave our contact details on the chat box. I have already. Yeah, that's it for today. Thank you so much and happy Saturday to everyone.
Thank you. Have a good day, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye, Aisha.
Bye-bye.